Sikugeli omrongo sigumrongo naganeka kotoba omvo omavigali nomrongo ombere wayo nzo meya kuvelai etosha oyali akwatele komeho oshendo sha kuthimbinga megameno lyonzo meya opo oshendo shoka shitalelepo omahala ga yooloka gomakungulukilo gomeya monzo ndjoka tseyika nedhina kuvelai etosha. Elalakano lyetalelepo ndika oyali okupa akuthimbinga ompito opo yatseye nawa onzo dhawo dhomeya nankene hadhi longo. Oyendji yomakuthimbinga mboka yali moshendo shoka oyeli pondondo yuuwiliki. Aantu yevulithe po 60 oyali yakutha ombinga moshendo shoka shono shatameke netalelopo lyasho pekanka ndyoka hali kunguluka omeya okuza kokaluheke okufala moNamibia.
The basin management approach is quite a new approach in Namibia. Quite few stakeholders are coping with the concept, but it's something that is requiring a lengthy process.
Oshendo shoka oshakanka mapomahala gekanka ngoka pompito odhinji gamonika gambonyoka nayi gambonyonwa kaantu mboka takutiwa kucha oyuvite udhigu tati kucha nonando omkanka ngoka wapita mitopolwa yawo namuwota ineyapitika pamwe niimuna yawo opo yatape omeya mekanka. Omahala gamwe pekanka ndika ogatewa po kekunguluko lyomeya oshoka okamkanka haka nkene ngaa katungilwe oomvula dhonale otaka monika kakulupa noonkondo unene tuu poshitopolwa shoka shili pokati kombalantu nolwakana. Gumwe gomoshendo shika omusamane nguka Yakopo Yadepo.
We are supporting as European Union the program because we see that there are difficulties in the northern part in the Kuvalai-Etosha basin. They have had many years of drought, but we also know that sometimes there's too much water, and too much water can also be very damaging, as we have seen over the last two years. And I think it's important that we start thinking about making integrated water management plans. And that's also the reason why we support this program, Kuvalai-Etosha Basin.
Moshitopolwa showambo omeya ohageyamo shotaga pombwa momulonga gwa kunene okuzilila pokaluheke tagupombelwa momilugu dhomeya dhoka hadhi katilahila mokamkanka kotakeeta ihe omeya moshitopolwa sha Namibia. Ano shika oshahala okutya omeya agehe ngoka haga kala mekanka unene pethimbo lyokwenye ohagazi momulonga gwa kunene pehala ndyoka lyosasiona kaluheke haga pombelwamo kuNamuwota. Epangelo lya Angola ohali gandja omeya ngaka ku Namibia oshali. Epangelo lya Angola olyapitike aakwashigwana yomo Angola opo yalongithe omeya oshali mbono haya kala popepi nekanka ndoka lyazilila ku kaluheke talifala omeya mo Namibia. Omeya ohaye galongitha okushashimina iikunino yawo opo yikongele iikulya yo yimonene oompito dhiilonga. Shika anapolitika mboka yali moshendo oyeshitalako kutya ogo omukalo koonono gokuyambidhidha oshigwana opo shivule okwiilikolela sha unene tuu mokwiitungira oompito dhiilonga nokukelela ondjala.
Where we are now is Kaluhek, where the water is pumped from the pump station by the main pipeline into the open canal. This open canal is taking water from Kaluhek downwards to Olushanja, Olushanja to Ogongo, Ogongo to Oshakati for purification purposes, to feed the 4 northern regions. As I said, this area is constructed specifically to make sure that the water which is coming from the pump station with the pressure is not break the canal. That's why it's constructed differently from all the blocks we encountered throughout from Namibia throughout and coming into our border post between Namibia and Angola.
We are looking at the infrastructure of the Kaluheke scheme, and there we are interested in protection of the infrastructure. If you move along the canal, you are going to see different points where the infrastructure of the canal has been vandalized. Either because people want to get water for their gardens, or they want to get water for their animals, or to get water for their domestic use, for example, washing. So you will see different aspects, for example, people taking out blocks from the canal so that they can have the water run out of the canal to wherever they want it to. Or you see pipes taking water out of the canal to nearby gardens where they are growing vegetables.
Pipes that we are seeing, the supply are tapping water from the canal to this point here, and there's a 200 millimeter pipe underneath here that takes water to the earth dam that is on the other side of the road. And the reason why they are filling up the earth dams is that there are gardens on the other side of the dams, and those gardens are getting water from the earth dams.
These are Angolan nationals. All these boxes are full of different types of tomatoes and other vegetables. If we do this in our country, the same canal we are having here is the same canal we are having between Ogongo, Shakati, Oshikuku, Ogongo, and all the way on Nampira to Shakati. Why can't we do this and we motivate our people to do this so that they can get their own job?
If they vandalize the canal here, then they will also lose because there will be no water flowing to their gardens. That is the reason why they do not vandalize the canal this side. They are benefiting a lot from the canal water, and actually in most cases, even when there are small leakages, they come and report those leakages to our personnel at the pump station because they really need the canal to have water at all times.
You can see that the use of water from the local people here in Angola, they estimate they respect the canal, but they use it, and in Namibia it's forbidden, and so it's more vandalism to see. And I think participation would be also a very important point, and it shows that the people want to do something with the water, like irrigation for small gardening or something like that. And I think the Namibian government has also to think about this point, that people want to use water in a productive sense.
What I found very interesting is the fact that I have seen very few damages, vandalism to the canal here from the inlet point to the border, meaning that the Angolans are not damaging the canal. They're siphoning the water, which we see here, the black pipes. This is different from what we have seen in northern part of Namibia, where for livestock people tend to damage the alignment of the canal in order to have access for the cattle. And maybe we have to think about how it can be made more easy also for the livestock owners in Namibia to access the canal, and we have to create inlet points, otherwise people start damaging the canal. So yes, there are some lessons to be learned from this visit.
Pethimbo yoshendo shika namuota posasionae pokaruheke okwakala ashike harongitha opomba imwe okupomba omea tapombereko Namibia tashiningwa pamalweto oshoka ngele okwarongitha opomba adhihe mbali